are going to be solving the question above. The question says we should find the current I using Thevenin's theorem. All right, and from our introduction class, we have dealt with the concept of Thevenin's theorem, and then we have also state the statement of Thevenin's theorem. So for you to deal with this question, you just need three things. You need the load resistor, and then you need the Thevenin's voltage, and then you need the Thevenin's resistance. All right. Now, because our I is passing across 6 ohms resistor, it means that our load resistor is going to be what? 6 ohms. All right. So solution. All right. So it shows that our load resistor will be 6 ohm. All right. So it remains two things that we need to find. Now, for us to find our Thevenin's resistance, we are going to need to turn off all the independent sources. And we have two independent sources here. We have the 24 volts and the 12 volts. So we are going to turn it off. And then, if we have a voltage source, we just introduce a short circuit. All right. So and then again, we're also going to remove the load resistor here. I hope you understand. So from the explanation that we made in our introduction class, for us to get the Thevenin's resistance, we are going to remove the load resistance, and we're also going to remove all the independent sources. So we are going to draw how our new diagram here. This is our new diagram. We have switched off our voltage sources, and then we have also removed the load resistor. So we are just having these two resistors. So, and if you look at the diagram carefully, you observe that this 6 ohms is in parallel with this 6 ohms. So our Thevenin's 6 ohm is parallel to 6 ohms. So it means that the equivalent resistance, which is also our Thevenin's resistance, is going to be 6 multiplied by 6 all over 6 plus 6. And then 6 times 6 is 36. 36 divided by 12 is going to give us what? 3. So this is going to be 3 ohms. All right. So now the next thing we want to do is to find the Thevenin's voltage. All right. And how do we go about the Thevenin's voltage? For us to find the Thevenin's voltage, we are going to need to remove the load resistance. So by removing the load resistance, then we are going to bring back all this. We just remove what is here. Then we are just going to introduce our Thevenin's voltage here. Then we analyze the Thevenin's voltage. All right. So we are just going to draw the new diagram here. Here is our new diagram. So for us to analyze the Thevenin's voltage, and see we remove our voltage, our load resistor, which is 6 ohms. By the time we remove it, we are going to have two terminal A and what? And terminal B, just as we have explained in the introduction class. All right. So now, for us to find the Thevenin's voltage, we are going to first calculate the total current that is entering into this circuit. All right. So for us to do that, we are going to be considering the outer cycle, because we have 3 loops here. We have this, and this, one loop, and everything here, one loop, and the outer loop, everything. So in order for you to see it clearly, I'm going to take a dotted line around it, telling you that I'm applying my Kirchhoff voltage law around the what? Outer loop. All right. So let's do that. All right. So please ensure your work is always neat. All right. Neat work means clarity. so that in case you are using another method, your lecturer can relate. All right. All right. So this is our outer loop. All right. So let's call the current, the total current I suspect T. All right. So let's apply Kirchhoff voltage, that is the KVL to it. So if we do that, we can just take our direction. Let's take our direction. All right. So let's take our direction here. All right. So we are taking a clockwise direction. So if you like, you can just put your IT here, but I put it here so that you will know that we are dealing with the outer loop. All right. So apply KVL, that is Kirchhoff voltage law, to outer loop. All right. So by the time we do that, we are moving from negative. Do you understand? I'm moving from negative. So here is going to be minus 24. So we start here. It means we are going to start here as well. So minus 24, and here is a resistor, and the current flowing through this branch is IT. So it's going to be IT multiplied by this. So it's going to be positive 6 IT, I suspect T, and then the current that is also flowing here is also I suspect T, which is also positive. This side will be positive, this side is negative, positive, negative. So plus 6 IT, and then we move down here, which is positive, plus 12. Then I think there's no voltage, so everything is finality will be equals to 0. All right. So minus 24 plus 12 is going to give us minus 12. Minus 12 plus this is 12 I suspect T equals to 0. So 12 I suspect T will be equals to what? 12. So if we divide both sides by 12, then the total current entering the circuit will be 1 ampere. So that's it. Now we have gotten the total current that is entering into the circuit. Now, us to get the Thevenin voltage, we are also going to apply Kirchhoff voltage law to this loop that is here. All right. So let's just call it loop I1. All right. So apply KVL to loop I1. All right. So if we do that, we are also moving from negative, right? So it's going to be minus 24. All right. And don't forget that the current flowing inside the loop is the same thing as the current of the outer loop. That is, I1 is the same thing as the total current. So now plus what? Plus 6 I1. Then plus what? Plus, we are considering this loop here. So plus what? Plus the Thevenin voltage. Everything becomes what? 0. All right. And our I1 is the same thing as what? I1 is the same thing as I total. So this will be equals to what? 1 ampere. So if we substitute that here, we're going to have minus 24 plus 6 into 1 plus Thevenin voltage equals to what? 0. So it means our Thevenin voltage will be minus 24 plus 6. Minus 24 plus 6 is going to give us what? Minus 24 plus, we remove 4 from 20, we'll be left with 20. That is minus 18, right? So if we move 18 to that side, then our Thevenin voltage will be equals to 18 volts. All right. So we are going to have our Thevenin voltage to be what? 18 volts. All right, now, so we have gotten the three values that we need: the load resistance, the Thevenin resistance, and the Thevenin voltage. Now, for us to be able to calculate this I now, Thevenin theorem is telling us that we are going to need to connect the Thevenin voltage and the resistance in series with what? With the load resistance. So we are going to draw the equivalent Thevenin circuit. All right, so let's draw the equivalent Thevenin circuit. Then after that, we are now going to find I. All right, so this is our equivalent Thevenin circuit. Now, as you can see, we have the Thevenin voltage and the Thevenin resistor and the load resistor here. So, and this is the current I, which is also known as the what? The load current. And then we know that from Thevenin's theorem that I here will be equals to what? Thevenin's voltage all over what? All over Thevenin's resistor plus what? Plus the load resistor. So if you substitute this, you are going to have 18 all over what? 18 all over the 18 all over 3 plus what? Plus 6. And 18 plus 6 is nothing but what? Sorry, 3 plus 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. 18 divided by 9 is nothing but what? It's nothing but 2, right? So our answer here is going to be what? 2 ampere. All right. And don't forget that this is the same thing as the what? The load current. All right, so this is how to go about this question. I hope the question is well simplified and well understood. You can comment that in the comment section, and don't forget to share this content with your friend in other institutions and your various departments who might be in need of this. And if you check the description of this channel, you are going to have access to our WhatsApp number and our email address. Peradventure you need assistance on private tutoring section with us, or you want us to solve your assignment for you, or you are finding you're having challenges in understanding any topic at all, which you want us to develop a structured step-by-step material on that particular topic for you, we are also open and available for that. And don't forget that we have a lot of material on circuit analysis, and this material, they are carefully written by us. Students are already ordering this material from us, and we are receiving testimonies. If you go through our comment sections, you are going to see comments of a lot of students that have bought our materials, and because the material are top notch, because anything coming out from us is always top notch. So stay tuned and stay anticipated for more lectures on Thevenin's theorem.